Hey everybody, and welcome to the SaaSMe Whiteboard Sessions. I want to talk about something that needs to change in business. Too many companies are not prioritizing SaaS management. As SaaS spend continues to rise, so do the financial risks with an unmanaged SaaS portfolio. Software is likely one of your top 3 operating expenses, so it's critical that you're optimizing it. SaaS is your biggest blind spot, but also your greatest opportunity. The biggest enemy to effective SaaS management is doing nothing. Let me repeat that. The biggest enemy to doing effective SaaS management is doing nothing. You're probably sitting there thinking, yeah, sure, Ben, but you're the co-founder of a SaaS management company. Of course you would say that. Well, guilty as charged, but the fact of the matter is that every company is using SaaS, and there's a cost to doing nothing. At Zylo, we've quantified the cost of inaction as it relates to SaaS management. So let me break down a couple assumptions here before we get into the math. At Zylo, we've processed over $33 billion in SaaS spend and are managing over 30 million SaaS user licenses. Based on that data, we know that about 44% of SaaS licenses are wasted. We also know that on average, companies are spending about $50 million on SaaS. That's about $2,000 per employee. All right, let's break that down and show you what the cost of inaction looks like. For our example today, we're going to use a company with a size of 2,500 to 5,000 employees. A company of that size spends about $88.6 million on SaaS, and they have about 35% of license waste. That means they're not using 35% of the SaaS licenses that they're buying. Now, it's really, really hard to get 100% utilization here, and actually most experts and Zylo agrees that you should be striving for about a 90% utilization rate. So 90% of your licenses are actively being used. So we're going to take that 35% license waste number. We're going to take away that 10% buffer, and that's going to give us a 25% waste number. Now we look at our calculation. We're going to take that average spend of a company of this size, $88.6 million. We're going to multiply that times 25%, and we're going to get a number of $21.9 million in wasted SaaS spend for a company the size of 2,500 to 5,000 employees. Now down below here, I've broken it down for lots of different company sizes. I'm going to go ahead and do the math here on what the waste looks like for them. 1.7 million, 7.8 million, 21.9 million, 32.8 million, and $87.9 million. That's a lot of dollars. If wasting millions of dollars makes your stomach turn, it's time to buck the status quo. SaaS management is not a nice to have. It is a critical business process. Without it, you're wasting money, you're overspending, and you're increasing risk for your organization.